But that's too bad. You know, if you really think about it, for quality of life purposes, Borders went and the town went. I mean, there's a two kind of folks, there's a lot of people listening that was like their circuit of sanity. You know, going to a town movie once a week or once every couple of weeks when they switched it.
And I miss that. We're really trying to get that back and up and running again too, but it's just kind of difficult.
Now the town bought that, right?
Well, we own
to.
yeah, and there's so much repairs that need to be done to it. And unless the repairs are done soon, it's going to be totally worthless. The roof is leaking, mold is set in. We're looking for like $5,000 or $6,000 to do some roofing repairs on there, and every time we try to find a way to get that money, you can't do it through loans or something like that. There's so many things involved in that we're just kind of looking for an anonymous donor here. If you know, $6,000 if anybody wants to.
Well, isn't there anybody privately that wants to reopen that thing as a
There's a lot of
movie
people
theater?
Interested.
Well, why isn't that come to fruition?
It's almost
like almost like a public treasure so much.
The entire inside is going to have to be gutted, but what I want to do is just preserve that facade. That's what really has to be done. I mean, that says Highland. I mean, that Minor Dun, you know, Blue Top. I mean, these are all places that say Highland, and they need to be preserved. I mean, anything we can do needs to be done to save these places.
Plaza Lane sign, same idea.
Yeah.
I mean, all of those signs just have a slight gaudiness to them. I mean, Minor Dun to us is like so classic, but when they first put it up, somebody had to say, wow, that's a little bit gauche. Same thing with the town, as the way that thing hangs out, but now it seems to fit. You know, I wonder, I mean, all those seats in there are so decrepit, and you really would need to at least replace some of them. But other than that, I mean, what would you have to do?
Well, the roof needs to be repaired. I really don't think anything is salvageable in there right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's gotten that bad with water leaking in there, and it's been down for, I want to say, almost 4 years.
Yeah, but that's too bad. Alexis and I would go.
I mean, every now and then you
Sunday.
get a spring in your butt every now and then. So,
You know, we always went down to the very front, on the front right, there's two seats,
Yep.
and one of them was broken.
exactly. I know exactly where you're at.
And Alexis would be like, why do we have to sit in the front? I'm like, it's a perfect angle, and nobody sits by you. Everybody's in the back. I can tickle you. I can cough. There's nobody around. There's no dude chomping popcorn
Or
in your
juju
ear.
beads or whatever I used to sell there all the time to yank my fillings out.
Exactly. Or the only thing you would have to deal with at the town is that there was a lot of older people that would go, and sometimes you'd get a guy who would be hard of hearing, and so he'd be talking to his wife, and hard of hearing guys are always talking way too loud. Well, who did that? Who's this guy? What did he do? Where did he come from?
The thing was always classic about that place too. You'd just be getting into the movie and you'd be entranced in what was going on and stuff, and all of a sudden the curtains would start closing, intermission time.
Exactly. Time for
and then
you're like, oh, I better.
cupcake and some punch.
No, I better not drink the coffee. I'll be up all night. I better not drink the coffee. And then you go out there, and the first thing you smell is that coffee. Like, give me some coffee. And you're up till like 1 in the morning, running the movie through your head. Alexis and I were there right before they closed, and it was kind of a surprise close, but not to us.
Yeah.
And maybe somebody listening was there that night. It might have been their last night, but it was certainly close. They were having trouble with the projector for some time, and they did the first part of the movie, and it was okay. We came back after intermission, and it was upside down.
I've had the blur. You ever have to go there when everything was totally blurry, like you were watching like a 3D movie with no glasses, is what it looked like.
And then what's his name? The young son would go up there and remove the piece of paper from in front of the thing. Who do you think's calling me right now, huh? Should we take it? Hey, I'll call you back a little bit. I'm on the air. Thanks a lot. I know who that is. That's my doctor's appointment. There we go. So Bernie Zemen's in here. He is, of course, a town councilman in Highland. We're talking about the town theater, and we'd love to see that thing resurrected one way or another. It just seems like there's some obstacles.